monsters are attacking me again. In other words, I'm about to have an episode. Those are the first words that people dealing with mental health problems tells to themselves very often. Do you know how COVID has affected mental health? Imagine this. We have been doing the same routine since we were kids. You wake up, take breakfast, and then you get out of your house, whether to go to school or work. You go home to eat, and then you get back to work, or you go out with your friends, you go to the mall, to your swimming or dance lessons, etc. And you get home just to sleep. Basically, we were in our houses the 40% of the day. And all of a sudden, we have to stay home 24/7. Do you realize how drastic this change was? To this, we add that we have to confront an unknown virus for which there was still no cure and to which each person reacts differently. The WHO, for its initials in English, the World Health Organization, says that fear, worry, and stress are normal responses to perceived or real threats, and at times that we are faced with the uncertainty or the unknown. So, it's completely normal and understandable that we are experiencing all these emotions in the context of the COVID-19 pandemic. As we face new realities as working from home, temporary unemployment, homeschooling for kids, and lack of physical contact with other family members and friends, it is really important that we look out after our mental health. Here are some tips that the WHO recommends to follow. Number 1, stay informed. Listen to advices and recommendations from your local and national authorities. Number 2, make a routine. We have to keep up with daily routines as far as possible, or we can make new ones. Number 3, reduce how much you watch, listen, or read news that makes you feel anxious or distressed. Number 4, avoid using alcohol and drugs as a way of dealing with fear, anxiety, boredom, or social isolation. It's never a good idea. Number 5, schedule and limit your screen time. Make sure that you take regular breaks from on-screen activities. Number 6, balance your offline and online activities. Number 7, use your social accounts to promote positive stories and to correct misinformation. And number 8, help others. Offer support to people in your community who may need it. We have to help each other. Something that comes with these mental health problems is suicide. I want you to be completely honest with me. Have you ever thought about committing suicide? Well, if you haven't, that's great. But did you know that only from January to June of this year, 5,795 people have thought about it, and 2,130 of them did it? According to specialists, COVID-19 and its economic, social, and health consequences increased the numbers of suicides by 20%. Edilberto Peña explained that by the World Suicide Prevention Day, which was celebrated on September 10, it was not possible to reduce the suicide rates. On the contrary, from a rate of 3 increased to 5.2 suicides per 100,000 inhabitants. It is really difficult to know why someone decided to kill themselves, but Diana Iris Tejadilla and the UNAM deduced that the main problems that could lead to suicide are stress, emotions, thoughts of self-harm, crisis, violence, and substance abuse. It is horrible to know that it is happening around us and that we can do something to stop it, but we are not doing enough. I know it is impossible to know when someone is going to do it, but The good thing is that suicides are preventable. The WHO has the following effective preventive measures. Number 1, restricting access to means or resources that can help them to take their lives. Number 2, responsible media report, such as avoiding language which normalizes suicide or present it as a solution to a problem. Number 3, introducing alcohol policies. This means that if we have to limit or avoid its consumption. Number 4, school-based interventions. We need to have suicide prevention programs in schools. Number 5, follow-up care and community support. And number 6, training of health workers on early identification and treatment. Now, I would like to share with you my personal experience with this pandemic and this issue. I don't know about you, but in this quarantine I have been having some very drastic mood swings. I didn't notice until it was screaming at me. The first months that I was locked up, I thought, it's not that bad. Everything was so cool. But after 4 months, the things started hitting me. I wasn't able to see my dad, my other family members, my friends. I wasn't even able to go to school. If you think about that, it's really ironic how first we hated going to school and now we miss it so much. As the time passed, I started my own routine to make things less boring. For me not to make you sleep with my list, I will only tell you that the most interesting thing of the day was doing exercise and watch TV. It wasn't that bad, I can't complain. But I was getting irritable, and things got worse when my online classes started. For this, you have to understand that I get stressed a lot. So, in my first partial, I stopped doing everything due to all the homework I had, and it got me angry, stressed, tired, bored, etc. I hope you can understand me, without me even realizing that I was feeling all that. So, I was always angry, and my mom told me that I had to lower my pH and had to stop being like that, but in my mind, everything was normal. My eyes opened one day when I was in English class. The teacher told me to answer something from the book, but I wasn't paying attention, so I just said the first word that I saw. And she told me that I was wrong. And I just started crying. A few seconds later, I was laughing at me, asking myself what was wrong with me, because I knew that wasn't normal. And that's when I decided to give me time every day to focus on me and to do something I liked or I wanted to do. Taking care of our mental health is really important, so we need to pay attention to our emotions, recognize something is changing, or if we don't feel normal, talk it out with someone or just ask for help. Unfortunately, this is not a problem originated by COVID. This is something that has always existed, but has worsened due to the confinement. The positive side of it is that more people have joined to help with this problem. Now we have great diffusion of helplines, either through phone, websites, or apps. To conclude with this, I would like you to fully understand that the brain is an organ, just like any other. If we leave stress, anxiety, or depression without treatment, they doesn't just go away on its own. People can die as a result of an untreated mental health problem. It is really normal to have bad days. Not everything is happiness, but we cannot let bad days be more than the good ones. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Thank you. I am Emily, and I hope this will help you.